Newcastle picked Mardle for the fourth place in the Premier Dart League, which shook the country. And again, Nigel, interestingly, Barney saying earlier he preferred the smaller venues to the 8,000, 6,000, 4,000 who were getting for the league.
140.
Interesting points.
Yeah, full house here at the Reebok Stadium tonight here. And great atmosphere. You heard Phil Taylor mentioning it. Here's the average early on. It's phenomenal stuff between these two. And Mardle playing better already than he did last night against Gary Welding when he missed so many doubles. And at one stage looked as though he was on his way out of the tournament. And Gary Welding eventually beaten 6-3 last night by Mardle.
60.
But it was a below par display, and he knew it. But look at the averages so far.
Sensational. We've had a masterclass by young Van Gerwen, brilliant, but a masterclass in brains and tactics from Thornton who beat him. What I like about this is sometimes these two show their nerves. We could be in for an absolute classic if they keep this coolness, Nige.
Absolutely. The standard is so high.
105.
They've got out of the blocks superbly. Lewis with the throw. Usual fair old pace from Jackpot.
99.
Had a great match against Mason a couple of years ago, which they shared 19-180s. Did 80 tops now. Here we go, Mardle. Takes the lead. It's lovely seeing them as controlled as this. It's like two racehorses in the derby, just on the bit, not flinging the legs too much till the end. Brilliant stuff this night.
Yeah, he's a different player to last night, Mardle. He really is. It's almost like that game was the proverbial kick up the backside that he almost needed,
93.
Wayne. Wonderful, wonderful player, and certainly stepped up his game in this one tonight to break the throw, first to 9, and he's 2-1 up with the throw here against Lewis.
And talking about that flow again, the flow of Barry Bates is here again, some of the lads who flew in earlier tournaments. Nice to see Mark Welsh in flowing, yeah. And keep your eyes on Scott Wade of Huddersfield, Scotty Too Hotty, the world's biggest nickname, but he's living up to it. Lovely last two darts by Mardle.
Yeah, in control of this leg now. And Mardle then to step up, to go 3-1 ahead with an average of 110.
Double it now. Here he goes. Oh, he's on fire! Pushes the average to 110. You are watching two cockbirds strutting their stuff, flashing their gaudy plumage on your screen.
Well, there's no doubt he's been much talked about over the last few years, Wayne, hasn't he, as having the ability to become world champion.
60.
And I thought he had one of his best ever opportunities with the run that he had at the Alexandra Palace. I thought that might have been his year, but of course Kurt Shepherd was magnificent then to get to the final, and Lewis gets his third maximum of the match.
I am an absolute sparrowhawk or a gear falcon to switch that in.
100.
A brilliant last, perfect use of last doubles with these two. This is absolute classic in the making.
125.
Still early on, of course, first to 9, and Lewis still only the one break of throw down.
83.
And surely now he will go within a leg of Mardle.
60 for tops now. Oh, playing brilliant! Oh, I know it's Friday night, whatever you're doing, stay in. This will build up into a pure classic, confirming Mardle bouncing along in the lead against a bouncing Adrian. Both averaging around 106. Exquisite tungsten.
Welcome back to the UK Open here at the Reebok Stadium in Bolton. Board number 1, Mardle 3-2 up on Lewis. James Wade well ahead of Pipe, 4-1 at the moment. Jamie Harvey 1-0 ahead of Turner, and Evans and Waitley 1 apiece.
Yes, and here he is, Mardle, who is leading Lewis at the moment. Both averaging around 106. Both showing their class. Unfortunately, at the start of the visit, though, blocks the bed. No any other cover with the third out of the treble 18. What a pair of magnificent talents are here. This is Taylor's protege. Nice to see they're still practicing together.
60.
Played Mason here 2 years ago, and they shared 19 180s in an 11-10 match.
100.
To say sick as a chip. There is Lewis's mum. There's lady. Even Steve's parents. Oh, it's a lovely 2 treble 19s. I love it.
I wonder whether that break has affected either of these players. To be fair, it was almost an impossible task to continue the form they showed early on, because it was a breathtaking start and played at a breakneck pace.
I was watching them on the practice board. That's what they did. They brought down here half an hour hot form on the practice board. But then you start mixing. Well, 107 plays 104.
140.
What a standard. I'm telling you, when Priestley and Taylor were winning world championships, they were winning it with 95. That's the standard. Leaping on.
Yeah, it's remarkable. Ball now for Mardle for 4-2. Oh, that went to the wire.
80 requires 74.
Treble 14's handy. 2 16s to level it up. Oh, we go! Game on here, folks. Matching each other. 23-year-old from the Potteries against 35-year-old Romford lads. I remember him winning the Haywood's Pickles Junior Championship. Wayne.
97.
Down at Lakeside when he was 16. No Wally.
And Lewis still looking for his first major title, of course. Had a pretty good year last year, quarter-finalists in the World Championship and the World Grand Prix. Match play semi-finalists as well.
96.
But still looking for his first major piece of silverware.
Yeah, Mardle really rallied in the Premier Dart League to fight out the 4th place. We eventually got by Adrian. He had a period after 5 matches 94. When he took on the best. Showed Barney and Taylor his class. But just quickly here, though, that's not good enough. That's not precise enough.
60.
Now, without doubt, I mentioned the break, and it's not worked in Mardle's favour. It's quite clearly caused him to lose his momentum, which he had plenty of, but he's a different player now.
Locked, but yeah, it's Adrian to break the mold. Wade on his heels with the 2 darter. If Tops misses,
54.
pulled badly right then. Mardle's chance now.
76.
Yeah, 76 he needs. 16 Tops. Double 18 now for Mardle to break the throw.
58.
And now Lewis will step up. What a game it is here.
20.
Crowd absolutely entranced. 2 10s coming in. That's the marker. Mustn't hit the flight too hard, though. Brilliant use! What an amazing use of the barrel there. A shot of delicatesse.
First to 9. Lewis has won 3 on the bounce in response
92.
to Mardle's 3 on the bounce. Here we see the averages. Immaculate. Look at that first leg average for each player. Unbelievable.
100.
119 high, down to 93 low by Mardle, then up to 125. If you looked at the mean of their graphs and then reversed it,